Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tiffany Murphy. If you haven't heard by now, we had a fire at the ABC6 News studios last week. So we are coming to you in a different format just for the time being. But for now, let's get to our top story, shall we? Still no winner for the Mega Millions after last night's drawing. The jackpot is now up to $640 million. And if it feels like we've had a lot of big jackpots lately, that's because it's true. ABC6 News reporter Natalie Norrie takes a closer look.
In the past few months, we're seeing Powerball jackpots in record-breaking form. But what we're learning is it's not because more people are buying tickets. It's because prices are higher and the game has been manufactured that way. There have been consecutive multi-million-dollar jackpots in the state of Rhode Island and nationwide, especially in recent months. An economics professor tells ABC6 the reason is not because more people are buying, it's because the lottery has been re-engineered so that there would be multi-million-dollar jackpots and higher ticket prices.
So they've made a bunch of changes over the last 10 years that very specifically have been designed to get these big jackpots.
And in the last 10 to 15 years, Professor Matheson tells us the jackpots have expanded nationwide, incentivizing more people to buy in.
These jackpots grow quicker when you have 300 million people nationwide contributing.
Local convenience stores also confirmed to ABC6 it wasn't until the last 5 years Powerball tickets rose from $1 to $2, also contributing to the higher jackpots we see.
Out of every $2 lottery ticket that's purchased, about 70 cents of that goes into what we would call good works in the state of Rhode Island or any other state selling those tickets.
The next jackpot drawing for the lottery is tonight at 10:59 Eastern Time. If no winner's selected, it'll roll over once again till Saturday. Reporting in Providence, Natalie Norrie, ABC6 News.
The Providence Fire Department offering free rides home on New Year's Eve. Those rides will be offered between 10 and 3 a.m. You just have to call the number you see on your screen. That's 833-RIDE. The department says their goal is to give everyone who needs a safe ride home the opportunity to ask for one. Finding a safe ride home on New Year's is also the message from Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Today, along with state and local law enforcement, they urge drivers to stay sober or stay off the roads. A heightened concern for advocates who not only worry about drunk driving, but driving while high, because recreational marijuana sales are now legal in the Ocean State.
Have you ever lost someone that you love? Have you ever experienced the debilitating feeling of deep grief? Imagine that you had the power to bring that person back. Imagine if they were gone just because of the selfish decision of another person, a person who could have planned ahead and could have prevented the tragedy.
If you see someone about to make the wrong decision, do what you can to stop them. Get out of your comfort zone, take the keys, get them a ride, do whatever you have to do to prevent somebody from making the wrong decision, because they're in no shape to make the right decision themselves. Do it for them.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 9,500 people died on American roadways during the first quarter of 2022. That's the largest number in 20 years. 3 New Bedford men accused of stealing catalytic converters in Roxbury. According to Boston police, it happened just before 4 a.m. yesterday on Devon Street. They found one suspect that stole the converter. They said another served as a lookout, and then the third sat in that running car. Police found that car with catalytic converters inside. 26-year-old Joshua LeBeau, 24-year-old Isaac Cohen, and 22-year-old Blaze Miranda were all arrested. Pawtucket firefighters making quick work of a fire at a home on East Street last night. Thankfully, fire crews tell us no one was hurt, but we are still trying to learn more details as to how that fire started. We will update you on this story on abc6.com. The MSPCA calling for adopters after the arrival of dozens of dogs and cats. The MSPCA says those animals were rescued from overcrowded shelters in states like Texas and Kentucky. The dogs range in age from 8 weeks to 2 years old. Those cats, 13 weeks to 10 years old. The MSPCA hopes to get them all into homes before the new year or very early in 2023. Let's get a check of our forecast now and check in with Storm Tracker meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Well, mix of sun and clouds today, but at least we had the dry conditions. And did you notice how much warmer it is getting? This is just the start of an upward temperature trend, and it's going to take us to a nice place starting tomorrow. But yeah, mix of sun and clouds. That's what we saw as we overlooked the bay in the afternoon hours today. Pretty nice conditions there, too, in Providence. We do have the clouds, and some precipitation was actually generated. Snow, but that was mainly off to our north, mainly as we look towards Massachusetts and northern New England. But again, here at home, high pressure kept us nice and dry. Up close, you can see those snow showers working their way across northern New England. And again, you can see the effects of that area of high pressure giving us a decent amount of sunshine. Now, looking ahead to tonight, we will see basically mostly cloudy skies. But once we get into tomorrow, we're going to do some clouds in the morning and then do some rapid clearing. And that sunshine combined with a new southwesterly wind direction is going to deliver us a treat in the temperature department. I'll tell you how warm we're going to get coming up in just a couple minutes. Tiffany?
Thanks, Kelly. Now to an ABC 6 follow-up. It was another day of chaos for Southwest Airlines passengers. They are stranded as the carrier canceled another 2,500 flights just today alone. The carrier is still struggling to get back on track after that massive Christmas weekend storm. Here's ABC's Alexis Christoforous.
I'm telling you, it was a long trip. Yes. Oh my God, 25 hours.
Southwest Airlines trying to make good after a major meltdown, chartering this bus from New York's LaGuardia Airport to Houston.
Oh, I hate Southwest. I hate them. I'm still stranded. I need to drive 9 more hours. My feet are swollen. I'm upset. I'm stressed. I'm tired. And I hate them.
Since Monday, Southwest has canceled more than 8,000 flights, even as other airlines have recovered from the massive Christmas weekend storm, leaving thousands of passengers stranded.
We were on the plane for about 3 hours before they deplaned us and canceled our flight, and then our next available flight is December 30th.
Officials saying the problems go beyond weather, including staffing issues, outdated IT infrastructure, and the airline's point-to-point flight system, making it more vulnerable to widespread problems when issues arise. The hub and spoke system used by most other major carriers helps isolate problems.
I'm truly sorry.
2 days into the mass cancellations, an apology from Southwest's CEO.
Our plan for the next few days is to fly a reduced schedule and reposition our people and planes, and we're making headway.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg calling the meltdown unacceptable and vowing to hold the airline accountable.
We are past the point where they could say that this is a weather-driven issue. What this indicates is a system failure.
A Southwest spokesperson telling affected passengers that they should keep all hotel, car rental, and meal receipts, promising to reimburse them for expenses incurred because of the record delays and mass cancellations. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
New tonight, Pope Francis now asking for prayers for his predecessor, Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI, who he says is very sick. A Vatican spokesperson confirming the 95-year-old's health is deteriorating and they're constantly watching him. The pontiff retired in 2013, an almost unprecedented move. Bishop Thomas Tobin also tweeting out a request for prayers for the pontiff from members of the Providence Diocese. Now to our continuing coverage of the coronavirus. On the day shows were set to resume, Trinity Rep once again canceling its Wednesday's performance of A Christmas Carol after a COVID-19 outbreak there. Now, this decision comes after the theater group canceled a week's worth of shows just last week because of an outbreak. Trinity Rep says they will be in contact with those who purchased a ticket for Wednesday's show. After nearly 100 years in business, Wlne Bakery in Providence is closing its doors. The store first opened its doors back in 1928. At this time, it's not known why the bakery is closing, but their last day will be Saturday. We will be right back with more news and weather right here on ABC 6 News.